Now it's my pleasure to introduce Michael Brey, a store owner in the D.C. area, who will tell us how the Affordable Care Act will benefit his business. Michael?
My name is Mike Brey. I'm the president of HobbyWorks, a hobby and toy store that I've acquired in 1992 that I've since grown to 5 locations in Maryland and Virginia. I'm also a member of Small Business Majorities Network Council. Small Business Majorities, a national business advocacy organization that exists, that's working to find solutions to the biggest problems facing small businesses today. I joined Small Business Majorities Network Council to volunteer my time and expertise to help them find pragmatic solutions to problems, one of which is the rising cost of healthcare. Because I'm a small business person, I have a really good memory. And I remember that before anybody heard of the Affordable Care Act or Obamacare, health insurance costs were rising at unsustainable rates. While my business has been successful and I've been fortunate to grow, the ability to keep my workers happy and secure by providing health insurance coverage has eroded. I remember not so long ago, our health plan once cost $100 a person, all of which was covered by the company. But over the years, our premium has tripled, and my employees have seen their costs increase 5-fold as they pay more of the premium and face a higher deductible. Deductibles, which cause my workers to put off preventive care for themselves, their children, and cause them to avoid seeing the doctor. The passing of the Affordable Care Act was the first thing in years that gave me hope that the spiral of escalating costs and declining quality of coverage might finally end. I applaud the hard work that was done to get this law passed, and I lament the fact that years of time and money have been wasted on some futile grandstanding instead of working to further strengthen and improve the law. I remember when people called me conservative for supporting some of the things that ended up in this law. I remember thinking that marketplaces should exist where insurers compete for my business. And it's these marketplaces, the exchanges, that I'm most looking forward to. In Maryland, we don't have a lot of choice in insurance providers for small group. Because I'm a businessman, I remember that as a small group in Maryland, for years, we've had as few as 3 choices for traditional insurance. The shop exchange will allow business owners like me to pool my buying power when buying insurance. With a larger pool of businesses, ideally, we will have more insurers offering coverage and therefore more options to choose from. In fact, it looks like this will be the case in Maryland as 13 providers have announced their intention to offer coverage on Maryland Shop Exchange. Presumably, this is going to make the market more competitive, and I expect prices to stabilize as a result. Simply knowing that I'll be able to shop for other plans as insurers change, as costs fluctuate, that makes me feel more secure that I might finally have the certainty and stability all businesses need when it comes to insurance premiums and choices. The Affordable Care Act is not perfect, and it won't solve all of our health insurance problems overnight, but it is the first meaningful law in decades that meets many of small businesses' core needs in regards to rising healthcare costs. Implementing strengthening the Affordable Care Act is the only path forward to lowering the overall cost of health care, providing more options for coverage for small businesses, and enabling small business to resume our traditional role as primary job generators. Thank you.